It's beginning to look a lot like. I think it's Christmas. I think. Let's try that. No, it's not Christmas. Let's see. Give me 1 second, please. Give me 1 second, please. All right. Hey, what's going on, Laura Lee? How you doing? Hey, Laura Lee, just to let you know, this, depending on who comes on, it could get pretty, it could get ugly. Just wanted to let you know. Don't get offended. Don't let anybody offend you. Yeah. So, uh, I am getting ready, Laura Lee, for that fucking spring cleaning, like the spring decluster fuck, I call it. Aliyah says hi. Dasani says hi. I was talking about you today. My granddaughter was here and they left about an hour ago. And I was like, oh my God. And I really didn't even realize how much shit that I have. And I am not joking. I couldn't believe how much stuff that I got to get rid of. And it's all small stuff, you know? It is so, I mean, it's crazy because I thought I had covered all the bases. So I'll be finished by Friday. Um, I'm getting ready for a quick trip. Chasing Tail, how are you? Hello, how you doing? Chasing Tail, say hi to Laura Lee. Laura Lee is from well, it says Laura Lee Hudson, but Laura Lee, she is from Massachusetts. I've known her a long time. I'm pretty sure this is all going to turn to something else. I have a feeling. Chasing Tail. Andrés, Andrés, ¿cómo está? Mira, y yo hablo ya hasta español. My fucking friend from Colombia. ¿Cómo está? ¿Cómo está, amigo? Bendiciones, saludos y bendiciones. Listen, señores y señoras, aquí estamos con don Andrés Cardonas. Está viniendo de Bello, de Medellín. Señores y señores, dile a todo el mundo que el príncipe de Medellín, de Bello y de Colombia está aquí con nosotros. Guys, this is Andres. He is my fucking friend from Medellin. He is coming from Bello. He lives in Bello, and he is from Colombia. And of course, I threw the Spanish because él es mi amigo y también puedo hablar el idioma de inglés y en español. Pero aquí estamos, señores y señores, aquí estamos con Andrés, ¿no? San Andrés, es la playa y esa es la isla, o ¿cómo se dice? Ya. Creo que es la isla. Pero, Andrés, vi el mensaje que me enviaste en mi teléfono y voy a escribirte porque tengo unos planecitos y vamos a hablar. Um, but yeah, Chase and Tail, you know how it's going to turn. It's going to turn into something that's most likely it's going to turn into something crazy. I just wanted to come in and say, hey, I'm almost done with the spring, the cluster, and y si tú me escribes en español, Andrés, y estoy hablando en inglés, te escribo para atrás en español o no te escribo, te contesto en el idioma aquí en el live. I don't get Spanish, Nico. I know. He's a good friend of mine he is my fucking friend from Colombia. He always says, "Hey, my fucking friend," and that's what That's how we've been talking forever. Even if we're talking serious, it's always been my fucking friend. So I got a lot of little things that I have to do. I did some of them today. My daughter was here today. Aliyah was here today, and she got a lot of stuff done with me. Um, and yeah, hold on. Give me 1 second. Okay. So yeah, I had a lot. En gusto saludarte. Ay, hombre. Mira, las bendiciones son mías, hombre. Las bendiciones son mías. Son pocos los que hablan conmigo, menos tú. Y un viejito, Guillermo. Yo lo llamo señor Cotorra. ¿Tú te recuerdas, señor, cuando estábamos en el frente, donde yo me estaba quedando? El señor que tiene todas las cotorras ahí ahí mismo en el balcón. Ese es el hombre que me habla solamente, tú y él solamente. Uh, y muchas bendiciones para ti y Pitufín. Y la esposa, la familia, todo, que Dios los cuide y los bendiga. The girls always ask. They ask about you and they ask about Lisa. They were asking about a friend of mine not too long ago, Laura Lee, but he has gotten into a lot of problems. So I recommended that they should go a different path. Guys, don't forget to hit the thumbs up or the thumbs down. And they were very saddened by my friend. He's having a really tough time. We'll leave it at that, but they always ask about you. They ask about Junito. They ask about Lisa. They ask about just a few other people. Erica's doing amazing. 2 years. You know what? And I saw the video with her dancing at her birthday. You know, I wish I would have known that she was going to celebrate something, because I think if I'm around, Laura Lee, let me know. Send me a message and say, hey, we're thinking, because some things are surprised. So some things I cannot plan, but it would have been really nice for me to fly up. I can always work something. You're not that far from me. Sorry, I just knocked something over. You're not that far from me, and I can always fly up, even if it is for like a 3 or 5 days. Something simple. It'll always give you a chance to see the family, and of course, do something. And it would have been nice to really be there for her. It's not easy. This shit's not easy for anybody. But she would love to see you. Can we plan something? I think, Laura Lee, I think you should plan something, yes, with me, but don't tell her anything. If there's like a celebration or there's something that you're doing and you're like, yeah, we're all going to be at the same place or something similar or something close, or I can make something happen. I am leaving again. I can't say where, I can't say when, because I don't know exact month yet, but I am leaving locally for a few places, but I should be out of here by September. For a good amount of time. Now, to me, good amount of time is 6 months, 8 months, 10 months, a year. That's to me a good amount of time. So I will definitely update you. Let me put what time? How long have I been talking shit over here? Oh yeah, no, I got a few more minutes. I want to put the link out there because I always like to take the opportunity to do this early because I don't want to be out here all day. I don't mind, of course, pero André, prepárate, André, porque vengo a escribirte a ver lo que voy a hacer. So today, I'm going to tell you today, I went into that garage, and as much as I found shit that my mother was keeping, like, put away, and she's like, don't get rid of it. I know I only come down once or twice a year. And let me tell you something. I can't believe how much shit she packs up. So tomorrow I have to organize it. At the same time, get my lawn ready, get everything. I have so much shit to get ready because the temperature starting to rise. Today was like 70 or 80 degrees. I'm not. Well, let me give me 1 second. I don't want to just talk shit. I just want to get the exact, because it was fucking hot today. Hold on. Give me 1 second. Right here. Local temperature today in Florida.
Tonight in Miami.
I don't want to know about Miami, I want to know about Florida in general. Hold on. Give me 1 second. Okay, here we go. It's coming up right now. It was 70 degrees today. Okay. Nico's body will be here, but his mind will be leaving soon. Mira, chasing tail. My mind it's been so fucked up, That's why I said today in Popeye's show, I said I am the last one to give anybody advice about stability. I mean, I am stable, but the medication helps. So let me put the link out there. Hold on. Anybody come on. Well, let me not say anybody. I will let somebody come on, and I'll deem fit who I want. Who I want. So if you're gonna be coming in here, gonna be talking your shit, find somewhere else to do it. My fucking friend, yeah, that's Andres. My fucking friend. Oh man, I can't wait to return and shoot the shit with my friend again. Okay. Chase and Tail. It is so fun, dude. Hold on, guys. Come on in. Come in. Yeah. Hold on, guys. I gotta pause this.
Later.
No, go ahead.
Oh, she's just like.
So
anyway,
she's
if I
wants to
got a
come
job
down
here,
and she
yeah,
wants to go to work.
and she wants to go to work, but she's not gonna stay forever because she wants to buy her own place.
Yeah.
So she's like, I just wanted to see.
Would your father consider
would
what
your
I
father
consider?
consider like me staying there and I pay like my part?
Okay, so she's not coming down for a job. She's just gonna come down and would like a place to stay, so that way she can find a job and then
Yeah.
she can get.
I can ask her if she's considering getting transferred, but because she's in North Carolina, I don't think the same companies have the same companies here.
You'll never. You tell them
Yeah.
you'll never know because many companies will pay a relocation.
Mhm.
So I mean, either way,
But
I'll
she was just
consider
curious,
it.
like, what if she
But the only
about
thing
it,
is, you
yeah.
got to understand that that's gonna take up space,
Yeah.
and that's gonna again. It's got to be something. I will be fair if I consider it.
Yeah.
But she mean it's gonna be fair across the board. Florida is really expensive to live.
Yeah.
I'm not a greedy bastard. I will work and see if the opportunity comes knocking.
Yeah.
Then I can see. But tell her
Because
that I'll put it on the
she's
table.
stuck between here and New York, so I feel like
Well, New York, she'll be spending way more money. I mean,
But
if she's got her own car, and would I be open to consider it? Yeah,
Would you be open for
I would be open for the consideration of the thought of it. Yes.
But she didn't want me to ask you now, but me being, I like always have it in my head and I have to do it.
Mm-hmm.
So I had to just ask. But I mean, we can talk about it another time when she's like closer to that. So yeah.
Well, it's good to always mention it early.
Yeah, that's what I was.
But the consideration, yeah, I would consider it. But I mean, I would be fair across the board. I mean, of course, but I would also guide her to better opportunities for her job to do things for her as well. Because there's a lot of jobs that pay relocation, regardless if you're working in the same field. I mean, same company or not. They will help you find relocation. But we'll definitely get there. So again, you guys, I'd rather just talk to you guys. There's nothing to hide here. Well, there was a few things, names and stuff like that, but no, Andrés, yo te escribo cuantito que termine, pero también si te sientes que quieres escribir algo, hombre, tírate el mensaje ahí y hablamos, ¿entiendes? Well, my daughter's friend is a nurse, and she just got out of nursing school not too long ago. And she's like, hey, would you be willing to talk to your dad? And she's like talking to me. She's like, would your dad consider, renting me a room? And I said, I'll consider it, but there's a lot of things to consider because there's a lot of jobs. And when you transfer from one job to another, they pay relocation fees and they pay you really good. So why not help her get more money? I mean, it sucks to say that, but at the end of the day, that's how it is. She's a nurse. She'll be a traveling nurse, and she'll be looking to relocate over to Florida. And companies pay big money for that. Now, of course, I'm not going to sit here and tell you that I won't make any money out of it. I'd be a fucking liar. That's not the point. The point is, I'm not looking at the money from my end because I'm going to get paid regardless. I'm looking at it from a point of view where she can make the most money for herself. Because at the end, I'm not going to be there to freaking help her and save her. But I will be able to give her, the advice and say, hey, girl, I want to get paid, but I want you not to get screwed in the process. And that's the way I think it should be. So no problem, el señor Cotorra. No, vamos a hablar porque tú eres más o menos el que me da las ideas mías, ¿entiendes? Tú me das las ideas a mí. So that's what I'm getting ready for, man. I'm almost getting ready. Well, almost means Friday, Saturday. I text my daughter today after she left. I said, hey, if you got any plans over the weekend, let me know. And we can do something. I said, because I'd rather get your shit done out of the way and then get my stuff out of the way, because it's lawn season's getting ready. It's starting to prune out there. It's starting to turn green, not fully. I'm ready to go, like 100%. Ron from the future, guys. If you are looking for good content, listen, let's just say this. Go take a look at Ron from the Future's channel. It says just the way it sounds, Ron from the Future. He's got collections. There's a lot of stuff that he does. And go support him if you like it. Everybody has a different, they have coffee, different sugar. That's the same thing. It may not be your cup of tea. It may be a cup of tea, but he's a good person. And you know what I like about him? And no, what I love about him? He responds to your messages. It's not about the numbers. I can understand that you make a living out, not him, but people make a living off of YouTube. But you always got to remember how you got there. And he shows that respect. He shows that stuff to you, and he responds to you. Are you still going on vacation? Ron, I have a few places that I'm going to do in the U.S., and I've got a few places that I got to do here, not too far from the U.S., which would be a 3-hour flight. But yes, I am going one more time to Asia, and that would be my final one for I'm not even joking. Unless I have to go in 5 or 6 or 7 years, this will be my last time going to Asia. Yes, I am still going. So guys, Ron from the Future, he's on YouTube, he's on Instagram. Give him a look. You like it, great. If you don't, that's fine. Still go in there and say something nice, support him. He does a lot of collections. He does a lot of jewelry. He got a lot of old collections. He's got a nice car. I hope he hasn't sold it. I told him, hey, if you ever sell that, donate it to Nico, and Nico will make. He will love it till I die. And I'll pass it back to him if he wants. But yeah, it's one of those things that I'm just enjoying right now. Just having some fun, enjoying, and spending time with the family. My buddy just came in from Colombia. Ron from the Future came in, chasing tail. You got Laura Lee, of course, updating me about. That's to me. That's enough. That's enough to me. I'm not here to get you guys riled up. If you want me to get you riled up, I can do that. But the only one that can get me riled up are a few people in here, and I hope we can get a lot of stuff out of the way before they come in here. So tomorrow's going to be a quick, actually, after the show, I got to go and set my alarm clock. I got to go to the gym at 6 because I got to start working on, the cluster. There's so many little things. Excuse me. I got to take a deep breath because so many little things in the garage, and I got to do them. I have to do them. And tomorrow's perfect because I'm not going to be spending all my Friday. Friday, you'll see me go live at a restaurant. I want to go out for a little bit and have fun at a little local joint. And this is lady in the gym that's been flirting with me. I think she's been flirting with me as a friend. Some people are going to be like, are you that stupid? Let me tell you something, man. Don't assume that every woman that talks to you, every woman that's talking to you is interested like that. She's been telling me, hey, we're going to be hanging out here. We're going to be Taco Tuesday. I just been busy with my granddaughter, and I've been out of that dating thing, I like to have fun, fuck around and go to different countries and have some good women and maybe have a good connection. That'd be great. Unbeknownst to many people, I don't pay for that shit. I mean, you do pay if you're going to pay for dinner, breakfast and lunch when you're hanging out with her. So technically that is the game, but wouldn't that be everybody's what everybody's doing? Isn't that what everybody is accused of? Paying, you pay. Well, you pay for your girlfriend. Is that still considered the same? You pay for your friend. It's the same. So I'm going to be hanging out, and if she happens to be in the gym tomorrow, I'll see what I can do. You just never know how lucky Nico can get, because of course, according to many of the experts, I'm just dried out. Yeah, okay. If that's what you think, you know so much about what's going on over here. Yeah, okay. to keep talking to the lady at the gym. You never know. Ron, I will send you a picture tomorrow morning because after the show, I have to take out Shiva, and I will send you a little picture. I may send it tonight. You know, Ron, I think, and I have always said this. I think me and you have spoken many times. The problem is me. It's I'm always on the go, and the women that I get attached to, or we get attached to each other, seems they seem to be slower, and they think, oh, well, you're too fast. I'm not fast. It's just eventually I'm going to slow down. Why do I need to slow down now? Why the need to slow down now? So I need somebody to match that energy. You know, that energy is very important. It's not, you're never going to find somebody that equals it, but you can find somebody that be like, hey, I'm willing to run with that. You know, so and you know, Ron, thank you. But you know what? We're both good. You know why? Because you take good care of your family. I take good care of my family, and those are good men. A lot of good men are hard to to find anymore. You know, and it's a good thing. It's a good thing to have that value. You know, so I will tell you, I am blessed. You're blessed. We are all blessed. The good ones are blessed, and don't squander it. Have fun with it. You know. I have about 9 minutes left. You guys can all ask questions, or, hey, Ron. I hope I actually. Let me see. I think I have. You know what, Ron? I'm going to ask you the question. Have you been posting on Instagram? I have been watching you on Instagram for a while, but I haven't seen you post anything. Now, is it me? Is it the algorithm? I don't know what's going on. I haven't seen a lot of your posts on Instagram anymore, and I don't have you blocked. I can guarantee you that. So let me know what you think about that, because there's a lot of stuff that's going around. Um, but yeah, guys, I'm getting ready for a trip. I should be out of here by, I'm gonna say before. Let's play it safe, before September. Let's just say before September. If anything changes dramatically, that would be for my children, my mom, something that's serious. It will be after. But the chances of that, I can't say that. If anything changes, I will let you know. So, uh, you know, to me, family is really number one right now. And you know what? Not everybody has they're in good terms with the family. That's fine, but something has to be number one in your life. It has to be. Something has to be number one, because you can't go through life without appreciating something positive. Well, you could. I mean, unless you're that miserable of a prick, or miserable of a person. And guys, don't forget, give the thumbs up or the thumbs down. And if you like it, great. If you don't, thumb it down. But please let me know what you didn't like about it. Family is the most important. Ron, I'm going to tell you, I joke around and stuff, and I may throw some stuff around and maybe a little much more than others. But Ron, that is true. That if many people spend just as much time trying to mend the family, not perfect, but mend it, or try to even just communicate, a lot of things would be so different. And as you get older, you realize that it's not what you think or what you thought it would be. And to me, some family can be very toxic and say, "Yo, I can't do this." But you know what? You also got to play the role to what can you do. Now, if it's unhealthy and unsafe, then don't bother. But you have to have somebody in your friendship family or something that equals the same. May not always be the same, but equals to the same of family. So I can't stand when some of these people say, "Well, I don't talk to my family because of this." Okay. But why don't you build a friendship family with somebody? I mean, not that I'm not telling you guys what to do. It's just funny how they say, "Well, I got friends that are just as good as family, but that's as far as it goes." They don't. Me, if I didn't have my mother or my kids, I would have somebody that would be equal to my mother and my kids, and I would build on that. But my health, and please ask anything, Ron. It's open season right now until 30-minute mark. My health is good. I am healthy. I'm not pre-diabetic. My points are low. I have lost. I'm down to 260. I think it was 260. I haven't weighed myself, so I got to be fair. I think I said 262 and some change the last time, so I got to go a little. I mean, I got to weigh myself. My goal is to be 240, Ron. the baby, I will send. Actually, I will update you on that. The baby is growing up beautifully. My daughter is one of my daughters is online going to school because she does other things online, so she can't really go to school. So she's she's going through the military the GI Bill. My other daughter is starting to start her application for the GI Bill. They're taking advantage of the 3 years paid and 1 year not paid of free education, and most colleges they accept it. So depending on one went to is not went to, let me rephrase. One has applied for Florida, Florida University. The other one here is also applying for Florida University. Out north, we're in Massachusetts, so you can get you can get all the freaking great schools in Boston. You can get Harvard, you can get Yale, you can get all that shit. My daughters are comfortable where they are, and they're like, I just want to go to a good college, and they're doing well. My mother's doing good. She's taking care of her condo and stuff up north. She should be coming down. Her shoulders are doing great after the surgery many years later. When I mean many years, I think this is the third year. She had some issues when I came back last year in April, or before April, it was like January, in her shoulders for some prior infections that were irritating. I think it was the bolts and screws in the surgery, but they have taken care of that since as early as the end of 2024. As Shiva is doing really good. I'm doing well mentally, physically, emotionally. I do take medication for how fucked up I am mentally, but that is no secret, and it's okay. I'm not here to get acceptance from nobody. You know how it is. I treat you really good, Ron, and I treat you with the utmost respect. That's not everybody's that lucky. Some people like to push the envelope and think they're funny, but sometimes you gotta stand your ground and move forward. But everything is good. Everything is good. I'm thinking after I return. I can't do it now. That's why I say I'm thinking, and I'll continue to think. I think I'm going to be buying some property here in Florida. There's some programs for disabled veterans that will allow you to buy property, and I am thinking of buying a bigger, not bigger, but bigger property, but building a bigger home and doing an in-law. I would like my mother and my father, or maybe even a couple of bigger, make it bigger, and possibly have my mother and my father and one of my brothers come down and move in. Because they want to change, and my mother and father are getting older, and maybe I don't talk as much to my dad, but we talk. Um, and yeah, and my brother would like to try Florida. I'm not gonna, I'll probably give him the little shack in the back, something small. But my concern would be mainly my mother and my father. They've done to me what I should now do for them. They took care of me as best they could. So that is the goal. And I have a crap load, Ron, of equity in this house. I'm not going to push the limits, but I will find reliable and good people that will do good work, and I can extend this house. I have one of the biggest properties in this area, like seriously speaking. That's the only reason many people want to buy this house is because, or they have made me offers because of the property in the back and the front. I can do many things. So my goal is to make everybody comfortable because, Ron, when I'm gone, everybody else is going to enjoy it. Hey, hey, Stinky, how you doing? So, Ron, I have to be honest. I'm pretty sure Popeye is going to ask because I put the link out there. The show will be doing a 360. So, thank you, Ron. And of course, now Flying Circus. Now we're really fucked because Flying Circus is in the house. But I don't want to ruin it for you. So, Ron, let's hope we stay on topic, but I doubt it with these guys. And here we go. Here we go, Ron. I told you. Everybody, welcome in the most hated man in Stank's life, Popeye One.
Yeah, buddy. Oh, dude.
Bend over.
Call me tomorrow. when you get up.
Huh?
Okay? Call me tomorrow when you get up. I got some news for you. I can't make it public. Can't say who it's about, but I think you all know who it's about. And I haven't got it nailed down just yet. I haven't got proof just yet. But call me tomorrow.
Why do you keep saying call me tomorrow? You wake me the fuck up. I don't even want to wake up and deal with anything in the daily period. You call me. Actually, no. Hey guys, you heard it live right now. I'll call him because he's gonna wake me up like at 6 o'clock.
Dude, I get up at 5:30.
Yeah. He does, guys.
And you know who gets me up at 5:30? Heck.
It's either one or the other. The dog.
Hey Ron, how you doing from the future? The dog.
Yeah, Hector for the bathroom.
Yeah, Hector gets me up. He's, Dad, I'm sorry. I got a pea-sized bladder. I gotta go right now. Sometimes I go back to bed. Sometimes I don't. But if he got me up at 5:30 tomorrow morning, yeah, I would call you if you insist on me calling you. So,
well, no,
hey,
call me. Just call me. Wake me up. Yeah,
see, I was being polite. I was giving dealer's choice.
Guys, he was being polite. He really was.
Okay.
I didn't come in here. I didn't go to the gym early.
I didn't come in here saying shit like "fuck your house." I don't give a flying fuck how much you're getting for it. What are you talking about? All this nonsensical shit, man. When there's fish to fry.
All right, let's fry them. So I saw you on your live show. And you seemed like you had so much more to say. Would you love to take the opportunity to say anything more?
Well, this shit about he's up at 04:30 in the morning.
Oh no, the guy with the life? Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, the guy with the life is up at 04:30 in the morning, blasting into the microphone to all his, supposedly, well, actually to all his hate listeners. Because they're hate watching is what they're doing. Okay. And dude, there was so many lies in it. It was pathetic. I mean, come on, man. Jesus H. Christ.
Well, the worst thing is that he's starting to believe his own shit.
Oh, dude.
Not now. Not because I said it. He believes everything he's saying.
Oh yeah, he does. He does.
And we can't guys, we talk like this because we think it's funny because this is what he does. And he thinks it works, but we don't know for sure, guys. Me and Popeye don't know for sure, but we think, as scared as Stank is, that he already got the news. He's just trying to comfort you all, deflect it and say Mick this and Popeye that and Jay this and Revis that. That is deflection, man.
Now check this. Check
nothing to talk about.
Check this out, man. Again, this is really good. It's one of the best comments I've ever received on one of my live shows. And it's from Similar Cron. Okay. And he says at 2:16, that's the timestamp on my. Frank says, Brevis does it. He's very private and secretly. He's an attention whore. Brevis is private and secret.
But he's an attention.
Let me finish. Attention whore. Someone buy the little fella a dictionary. Exactly. Okay? How could you be secret and private and an attention whore at the same time? Please. So here was my reply. Yeah, it's all just words to Frank. He thinks he's the smartest person in the room,
Hmm.
and the rest of us are just idiots to him, right? And that's what's going on here. And dude, trust me, I believe he's already got the news. I really do.
No, he definitely did. Yeah.
I believe he's got the news. I exactly chasing tail, contradicting. Okay.
Mhm.
Contradicting. And Flying Circus, good to see you, brother. Who else you got in here? You got Ron from the future. I haven't seen Ron from the future in a long time, man.
He has been working on his own channel. I'm gonna reach out to him because I haven't heard
Uh,
from him as well.
Who's Andreas Cardona?
Ah, that is the guy that picks me up at the airport in Medellin, Colombia, and he takes me to and we hang out. That is Andre. That's Andreas, my fucking friend.
Okay, Andreas.
I'm gonna make sure he gives you a shout out next time I go. We're planning on something. Me and him when talking.
Okay, Andreas. ¿Cómo está?
Well, me and you were talking today, and I gotta tell you, man, it's been really stuck in my head. A lot of what he says on your show, because again, I don't give any clout for any of this shit unless I watch it on your show. He keeps saying, well, my caretaker had a really good vibe on the Mick and the Nico and the Brevis and the Rickies. I invited all you homeboys to my house and stuff. You guys are all pieces of shit, but I had a good, she had a good feeling about y'all.
See, there's another contradiction.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
He, in earlier live streams, he was saying he never invited
He's a fucking liar. I know.
fucking Brevis to his house, but now he's saying he's invited y'all. Okay. So, I mean, dude, I could sit here and I could make a fucking 2-hour Popeye one
No,
short.
you can go longer than that with other lives.
Oh,
100%.
this is just on maybe 2 videos.
Oh, okay.
Okay, just 2 videos. Now, dude, I would be editing for years and years. I mean, if I went through all his videos.
Oh, 100%.
Okay. And the thing that gets me is I remember one time he was yelling Popeye in his little skits, right? And dude, he says it with such vile. I love it.
After you're done, he can't lie because you keep it up.
Yeah. And so, and then he turns around and he says, in one breath, he says, well, Popeye's a very good editor. He has talent there. And then he turns around and he says, oh, his skits suck. Well, if I'm a good editor, if I have talent, how could my shit suck? I mean, again, another contradiction. Okay. See, here's what it is, guys. This guy lets his hate get in the way of ever giving anybody a compliment from anything.
Well, he'll compliment you in the beginning. That's how it always is. But to be an honest compliment, he doesn't give anything honest. I'm telling you. He is so full of shit. He drowns in it.
It's all backhanded fucking compliments is what I call them, man. I mean, fucking say, hey, and then on the other hand, slap you in the face.
And you know what? I'm going to tell you something. And you all know, this is not even something I should even say. If you're going to tell me that his caretaker thinks just like he does, no. They're in 2 different spectrums, man. And he thinks the way he does, and she's just hoping this shit ends. Because let me tell you, that's not the vibe. You ask any of us, me, Ricky, Papa, you can ask Brevis, you can ask Sentai 7, you can ask any fucking body that's met him. The vibes that we get from his caretaker is nothing. Dude, it's like
Well,
two different worlds.
here's even something funnier, man. Whenever I talk about his caretaker, okay, now what I do is I'm like, Frank, you fucking hooked up with a girl that's fucking married. Frank, you hooked up with a girl that's got a fucking basketball team.
Mm.
I mean, are those two items, are they fact or are they fiction?
Of course, they're facts.
Okay. So how could it be that I'm saying something bad about her?
I'll tell you why. Because he will never admit that he got screwed. Well, he admitted on the Manila thing, but he doesn't understand. And he's gonna tell you no. Oh, what the hell's this guy know? Popeye, because he'll never admit the fact that he was singled out. You listen, if you grab a guy that can't even get a hard on and you just breathe, if you're next to his shit and go, "Whew," he's like, I'm in love. So I'm in love. They blew on his testicles, they blew on the hairs of his nuts, and immediately said, that's the one. We got everything we need. Now, is it possible that there is more? Yeah, there's more interest on the Filipino side than there is on the foreigner side. I can tell you that. But for him to sit there and say, "Oh, you guys, I refuse," and as much backlash as I get, Popeye, I refuse to believe that she is anything like him, man. In a sense, like mostly.
And dude,
No.
I'm gonna give her an outright compliment tonight. I mean, my hat is off to Gilda.
Mm-hmm.
Number one, for putting up with his shit.
100. I would never.
Number two, she is gonna milk that tit till it bleeds.
100%.
Okay? And that's not saying anything bad about her. I mean,
No,
dude,
no, that is
you
your
gotta
culture.
understand, a lot of these Filipinos live in abject poverty.
And this is one step, two steps
Okay.
up. Yeah. Huh?
And she has, her whole life, she has been in survival mode.
Uh-huh.
Most of these Filipinos you gonna meet, hook up with, they've been in survival mode their whole life.
Yeah.
They
From
do
the get.
they
From the
do not
get,
have
yeah.
time for love, niceties. It's like hand to mouth. Where's the next meal gonna come? Okay. And I'm not. Now, people may say, "Oh, Popeye, you're being pretty fucking harsh."
No, you're
No,
being
I'm
real.
not. I'm not being harsh. I did
Yeah.
2 tours of duty over there,
Huh?
and that is one of the things that has not changed is the abject poverty. That there's 2 kinds of people in Philippines. There's the haves and the haves not.
Yeah. A flying circus. That is something that me and Popeye talk about. No man, whether and I 100% freaking foreigner, he will never admit that the Filipinas will take one for the team. Not all. Now Popeye will say all. I'm not speaking for him. I'm just saying that's what I think he would say. I would say 95% will take one for the fucking team. Look at what they're fucking getting now. Every time I go there, oh no, he got me pregnant. He leave me. Even if they were lying, okay, listen, but they're not. Philippines is one of the highest single motherfucking population, and then comes along the foreigner, give me what I want. I will lay down with you. You just gonna come. I'm gonna lock you down, bro. It's something nobody talks about. It's not degrading anything. But she is looking for the next step up. Now, does she care? I mean, she cares what she's invested in. But at the end of the day, man, she's not moving anything forward after he fucking meets his demise. She's going to go back to the man that has given her 8 beautiful memories. And you know what? He's just a piece of that puzzle. Because at the end, he's going to say, baby, thank you. You think all these Filipinos really care? They care about stature. They
Dude,
don't tell you. Go ahead.
get real. All right, get real, because if a guy gives you 8 kids and you ain't divorced them,
You love them.
you love him.
You love
Okay?
them, man. And
And
don't
you
tell me
love
that
him
you.
so much that you're
Yep.
gonna put up with Frank.
You do what Stank is doing is nothing compared to what she's dealt with before. I can guarantee you this is not her first rodeo.
Dude, I'm
He
telling you,
can
man.
say whatever he wants. This is not her first rodeo. 8
Huh?
years, right? 8 years, because that's usually about the time. It's more, but 8 children later, dude. This is a simple fucking. You take a wild stallion or a semi-wild stallion out the fucking field, you buck them up, and you can ride them all the way through. So Popeye's right. You ride them all the way through, and you know what? She's earned it. She's earned it. So don't sit there and tell us how you know all these things. And, bro, just enjoy yourself. You should have dropped the mic like Popeye told you. And not because he told you. Let's just say he didn't tell you. A smart, educated man with somewhat that you call a fake degree, because you say you have a degree, but Popeye checked and he called and they're like, no. So we don't see any proof, right? You all require proof. Leave it alone, dude. You should have dropped the fucking mic. You should have just let the fucking shit alone. Please stop telling us you're so fucking happy. Dude, the only person happy is the people on the receiving end, which is not you. You're the giving end. Jesus, man. I can't believe this guy is that fucking retarded that he actually believes, which I know he does. It believes his own shit, Popeye. There's no way you're gonna tell me that this is fucking happiness, man. This is
Dude,
not happiness.
this guy lives in his own special little world.
Whew.
Right? And I'll give you proof. Look how long it took for him to admit that he wasn't married to Gilda. Okay?
Yeah.
Then you turn around and you say to yourself, now he's lying about his degree. He has no degree. Okay? We've all got proof. Okay? And he's still lying about that.
Dude, he said you got like it'll never touch me. I am the man. I am the law. And then all of a sudden she can never do anything to me. Then she charges him. That'll never stick. Then it sticks and he knows. I will fight it till the end.
This is
all
kind of
deflection.
it's kind of like, when I flick on the news in the morning
It sounds like a Democrat.
and I see they start talking about the presidential polls.
Mm.
Like right now, Trump is at his highest. He's got a 49% approval rating and 50% disapprove. So he's got half the country essentially. But then I go in and I light my fucking computer off and I look at the Yahoo page and it says Trump's approval rating is plummeting. Okay. I said, who the fuck wrote this, Frank?
Yeah. Hey, telling you, if it benefits him, he'll manipulate it.
I mean, and this is another key to figuring out somebody in your life is a narcissist.
Mm-hmm.
Because they will fucking try so hard to gaslight you, okay? Make you believe something that is false, it's true. And it's like, that's what Frank, if you ever notice, Frank keeps repeating the lie.
It's 100% repetitive.
Through his whole live stream.
Yep.
And repeating it.
For hours, it just says it in a different way.
Dude, he just went dead stick. What, about a half hour ago?
Uh-huh.
I couldn't. I was like, by the time I caught it, he was already an hour in, and I'm like, oh, dude, I'm not doing another simulcast. My mental health can't take it, man. And And what he does is for an hour, 2 hours, just keeps repeating the lies, cycling the lies. And, you listen to lies long enough, you start believing them, right? And it's like I remember when I went down to the recruiter to enlist in the United States Navy. Something he said to me stuck with me. I'll never forget this guy. He said to me, you can ask a person to do something, to say yes 50 times, and on the 49th or 50th time, they'll say yes instead of no.
Yep. Yeah. No, I'm telling you, listen, one of the things that he gets me on is what happens if nothing happens. Well, I can tell you, Stank, and not all of us are like me. I like the fact that you get really upset very easily, and that's enough for me. So, so all this stuff, he's like, "Oh, you guys are all gonna have to come back, and you're gonna." No, we're not, man. Anything that any of these people do to get you to be upset, and let's just say it happens to be true, you're never going to admit to it because you will keep it quiet because you'll manipulate it into something that you wish to say. That
I'll,
is what you're
I'll
about.
tell you right now, one morning you'll wake up and you'll find out he's somewhere in the United States.
Well, you know what I'll tell you if he's
And
somewhere in the US?
and there'll be a big story he'll tell.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I
And
had to leave because,
unless
made it easy,
unless the guy that secretly does shit who's an attention whore, I still don't understand that.
Yeah,
Films
the
him
attention whore, yeah.
being deported and thrown on an airplane and kicked out, That's-
Go ahead.
and dude, and it doesn't matter how much proof you have.
No, it doesn't
I
matter.
I dude, guys, I always bring the receipts, do I not?
I every receipt you bring in,
Dude,
he'll twist it, but yeah, you bring your own, and even though it's his shit that he said, it's still receipts, man.
and dude, I always bring the receipts, and he denies my receipts too. I mean, so, uh, dude, you got a guy that's a consummate liar, b a narcissist, and he's prescription drug addled on top of it, and sees a psychiatrist. Eh?
Well, that
But
psychiatrist needs a new job.
I tell you, man, I tell you, uh, dude.
Well,
The
he did.
psychiatrist must yeah, you definitely need these drugs. Here
Yeah,
you
yeah.
go.
You keep coming back to me. I need to make sure I got a house payment all paid up. We're good. Yeah, yeah.
Oh
I,
man.
I can tell you once I heard the beginning of the show that the simulcast, and he's all on Mick. This is what he does. This is his MO. And I'm gonna tell you, Stank, sometimes you should go back. Popeye used to tell me something that you should listen to. And if you don't want to listen to it, that's fine, because you're gonna listen to this anyway, and you're gonna be like, I ain't gonna listen to it. Popeye says, if you ever want to know what you sound like and what you're doing, go back to your previous shows. Go back to everything and then listen to what you're saying. Stank, you should go back and see how much. I'm going to tell you, if Mick Fisher was gay, you'd be sucking his dick. Okay. All the shit that you were saying about him and praising him, all the shit that you told me, and the things that you say about how your caretaker can see. Let me tell you something. One of the smartest people in your corner is that caretaker. She said beautiful things about Mick Fisher. She said beautiful things about Nico and his partner, which she is one great friend of mine. And all this, and every time it backfires on you, there, Stank. Oh, my caretaker saw right through Mick Fisher. No, she didn't. She saw everything a Filipina knows what to see. She
Dude,
saw everything
what?
in me and my
You know
friend.
what's so terrible about all this?
What?
Fucking Mick Fisher took a lot of shit for going there. Okay?
Even I said shit up to you about McFish. I was like, why is he doing that, man? It's not going to work. I spent 30 minutes,
But
45 minutes, and that
I
guy's not.
think, I think to answer your question,
Mm.
I think it was a good thing that he did it. And I'll tell you why.
I told you it was very honorable of him of doing that. So, yeah, I did.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
can I tell you why it's a good thing he did it? Okay, because you're going to be surprised. Okay? He went there and honestly tried to get him to drop the case
Yep.
so Frank could save himself. Okay?
Yeah.
And he was told, if you hold on to this case and you keep opening your frigging mouth,
Yep.
you're going to get in a lot of trouble. Okay? Mick Fisher did the right thing.
I
Okay?
agree. Yeah.
And that's what I'm talking about. And nobody should have given him any shit.
Mm.
Okay? All right? Nobody should have given him any
I'll
shit.
be the first one to say that I told Popeye, I was like, I don't think Mick should have went. I think it's a waste of fucking time. But if he feels that he has to make an attempt, let him go for it. But I can guarantee
But
you.
then, see, this is where don't lose your empathy.
Mm.
Okay? This is where you lose yourself when you, because like, how would you feel if somebody said that about you? Or how would you feel if I turned around and said, "Well, Mick Fisher should have never visited Nico. It's a waste of fucking time."
You want me to answer that?
Eh? And see, I believe no, that was rhetorical.
Okay, thank you.
And I believe that nobody's a waste of time.
Mhm.
Okay? And I do not like indifference. I don't like the people that say, "I don't give a fuck it, get out of here." No, I don't like people like that. I really don't. And Mick Fisher, he's saying, "I actually tried to help the stupid asshole." LOL. Right? And even though Mick may or may not have really cared for him that much, but tried to help him out, the situation, but it was a tough pull, and Mick couldn't pull it off. He tried. He gave it the old what we call college try, and Mick Fisher actually has a degree, so I guess the guy who doesn't have a degree didn't want to put in the old college try.
Yeah, the hoorah at the end,
All right. Even you got to look at it this way, Nico. I turned around that 2 years ago and went on fucking Hobgoblin show with you. Remember that?
Yeah.
2 years ago we
And
did
you were
that.
talking to him saying, yo,
And
yeah.
we were trying real hard to get him to shut his fucking pie hole. But that didn't work. But see, in the end, at least a guy like me or you or Mick Fisher can say, "Hey, we tried, we cared. Okay, it's over now." Okay,
Yeah.
and I'll give somebody a shot, and I think that's the way Mick Fisher is. He gave somebody a shot, and now Mick Fisher is in our club where he's gonna get, browbeaten.
Yeah.
Every
Yeah.
time somebody lights a show
Yeah,
off.
yeah. You gotta be careful now.
Believe it or not, they gave me a diploma. Yeah, yeah. Uh, and so, hey, that's the way it is. I mean, dude, there's a lot of people that always say to me, "Popeye, you should give up on that guy." And yeah, to an extent, I've given up on guys like, well, I've never had any faith whatsoever in Frank. Yeah, I've given up on Hobgoblin. I thought I could reason with the hillbilly, but he's just I think he's just too far gone, man. I think he really is. I think he's just too far gone. Uh, I believe there's a lot wrong with the guy in the brain housing group. Okay. And I don't even think a team of NASA psychiatrists could unfuck this guy.
Dude, that'd be well. Oh you mean Bama? I got you.
Yeah. Uh, Dude, Frank, he's just an old, broken down narcissist set in his ways. You'll never change him.
No.
He's proven it to me more and more every time I do a simulcast on him. And wow, it's just really unfriggin' believable, Nico.
Well, I
You
can
know?
tell you right now that a lot of what he does is all against everything you do. So if you say something that is true, he will 100% say no. Oh no, show me. Listen, he is so convinced that no matter how many times he comes on live, that all he has to do is say, "Well, show me this and show me that." All I can tell you, dude, you're 70 years old. You're hitting 71. You can enjoy, have some fun, come in like you say, "Hey, listen, this is what I did every day." That's great. But man, if you're gonna spend your life telling us how your partner, you know, which is AKA your caretaker, which is AKA married, which is AKA someone else's wife, and tell us how everybody else is crappy and everybody else in this, and you're the expert of relationships when you can't even speak in that department. But if it makes you feel good, that's fine.
And here's what's even
But
funnier. Mick says, I know Frank is angry because I'm over the target.
yeah,
He knows I warned him of the exact situation he's facing today.
and you know what's? I'm glad Mick said that. Mick, when I met him, excuse me, let me rephrase that. When I sat down and told him on that ferry, and I said, "Dude, there's a limit to shit, and you have crossed it. You gotta be the better person and start fucking living. You're in a situation where you can live great and have a great time and enjoy yourself." Mick, he looked at me like, I'm pretty sure the way he looked at you. He looked at me like, no, no, yeah, no, it can't be like that, blah, blah, blah. Because this is all he has, Mick. Seriously, this is all he has. Anybody else would have done what Popeye said. Drop the fucking mic and go. It's not the first time he's been told. He looked at me, Mick, like, no, 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 and when his own caretaker in front of him and Maria and me said, I'm just getting tired of this. This it's just, I tell him all the time, he's not going to tell you that. Why would he tell you anything that anybody else would say? So, Mick,
and
you're
I
on point, bro.
and I tell you, it really killed him when I said, "Oh, you spent all this money on fucking filing cases on Joe Schmuckatelli, the Hobgoblin, fucking pissed 2 billion pesos up the wall on a land deal. You ain't got no fucking land to show for it. There's another case you're paying for."
Which you'll never get the money.
And I said, you could have taken all that money and gotten Gilda an annulment
Yep.
and married her.
Why doesn't he ever
And
talk
then he
about
turned around and he says, well, we're happy with the
what's
way
a piece
things
of
are.
paper? Well,
What's a
guess what,
piece of
buddy?
pa-
Yeah.
Well, dude, you pissed all this money up the wall on fucking cases, and yet you turn around and you say how much you love her. I'm a 70-year-old man. You can't do this shit to me. Gilder loves me. Oh, dude, that's what happens when two people really love each other. They
Bingo.
enter into a contract of
Yep.
marriage.
Yep.
Okay. and the flesh becomes one.
Mm.
That was a little too biblical. I'm going to pay for that. Holy
Well,
shit.
no. I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you why he doesn't do it, and I'll make it short. You said something right now that spoke volume. You said that is love right there. Okay.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to tell you why a foreigner doesn't marry a Filipina because he's already afraid. Not all, guys, not all, most. The ones that say, well, it's what's a piece of paper? It's because he's already lost everything else. And he doesn't want to lose anything else. Because let me tell you something. A man that is so proud of his caretaker and a man that is so proud of his partner, after almost 10 years of supposedly being together, which is not an arrangement where we all disagree, he could have easily said, you know what, hon, we've been together 3 or 4 years, and from what he says, me and Jimmy get along, we're all great. I think if everything's already gone, I think me and you should take the next, plunge together. No, it's because she doesn't want it. It's not because he doesn't want it. Well, technically 50-50, I'll say that. He doesn't feel like he can lose anything more, and she's not going to do it.
Let me come at you from this angle.
Yeah.
This is one thing I know about Filipinas. They're old-fashioned gals.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? And if that gal really loves you and you ask her to marry you, they would be so proud to have your last name.
Yep.
Okay?
Yep.
And there's no ifs, ands, or buts about that. Do you think Gilda is secretly hoping Stank will be deported? I think Gilda's indifferent about it, and I'll tell you why.
Yeah. She's still going to
Because
win that way.
Long as that dumbass is there,
Yep.
she's got money coming in. And she knows if he gets deported, she's still got money coming in. Right? Because all his shit is tied up in the Philippine banking system.
Yep.
Right? So he could escape garnishment. Right? Simple as that.
And see, why isn't he talking about that? See, that's the thing. If you say something, you don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, we do. We really do. You're afraid to see it, dude. You're afraid to see it. And listen, before you go on that rampage about Nico and, the woman, bro, you're paying for your woman right now. Don't listen. I'm not denying that my friend Maria, I pay when she goes. Of course I do. Raquel, of course. Rhea, of course. Dude, all of these women that I go to the Philippines, of course I pay. You know what you pay for? The same thing as everybody else. It's just your paying is a little higher. Think about it that way, dude. So stop acting like, Ricky, and you're no fucking different, dude.
Ever since the RRR days, we've been talking about Filipina scams, okay, and Filipina traps. Right? She trapped Frank. What she did. Frank is very dependent upon her. Okay, and dude, if Frank gets kicked out, ooh. See, check this out. Gilda said she asked Frank to quit YouTube many times. She said she asked until he yells at her, I apologize to Gilda. I know Frank will force her to go on camera and refute this.
Now, watch this. Watch this, Popeye. Mick, let me ask you a question. You'll see why I'm asking this question, Mick. Did she say it to you or did she say it in Filipino and then someone told you after? I'm going to wait for that answer, Popeye, because I got something that I would love to share with Mick, either or after he answers that question. But continue. Bro, this is just getting too juicy. I can't wait till he answers this question. Again, I'm not hoping it goes either way. my way. I just know it's gonna go either way, bro. Because if he tells me what I'm thinking, Mick is nice. Mick is like me. We just don't want to involve many things that we have heard uh, after the fact, Popeye per se, because we have our, let's see. She said, "See, boom, Popeye, read that and tell me that is not exactly what I told you on the boat a few weeks later. Read
Yeah,
that."
she said it to Yachts and Bisaya. I understand more Bisaya than I let on.
Well,
Right?
Mick, I'm gonna share something with you right now with Popeye. Maria told me the same fucking thing and says she's getting tired of it. And she tells him all the time, just get off of it and start to live a life. Boom, 100%. Now, how exactly she said it? So, this is all, and he'll refute it. And if you notice, every single time, guys, that he puts her on live, right? Hey, caretaker, right? Come here. Tell him what you just, yeah. That's what he does. He never sits there and says, like we do. If Mick were to ever ask Yads, she's like, he doesn't have to be like, hey, Yads, come here. I don't have to say that to Maria. Maria, even when you questioned her, Popeye, she's like, but no, every single interaction he has is like, right. And what is she gonna do? She's like, I'm not losing this fucking house. I'm not losing this fucking future for my kids.
No,
Get the fuck out
she
of
ain't
here.
losing shit. It's already all
She
in
ain't
her
losing.
name.
She's earned it, man.
It's already all in her name. Okay.
Thank you, Mick,
She-
for her saying that. Thank you.
I mean,
No, you know why? Because
and
sometimes,
so
Popeye, we don't want to get the women
the
involved in
minute
shit.
I talk about Gilda, right, it's automatically I'm insulting her.
Oh no, you're not
You
insulting
know,
her.
dude, he's the guy that comes out. You know that chick Dimples.
Yeah,
He's the come out. He come out and said all kind. That's the kind of girl you whip your no out and pee on
yeah,
her in the street and
yeah.
throw her in the gutter and she got. He said all that nasty shit about her. But according to him, oh, I only said it one time,
Yeah.
so I guess it's not a crime. I mean, dude, the last live stream I did, the the last simulcast I did, he he cyber Lyle Mick, he cyber Lyle Yachts, he cyber Lyle, Shah. I mean, the guy just doesn't stop. Okay, uh, uh, dude, Mick and Yachts could throw a case on his ass if they wanted to. Right? But it wouldn't sink in with him. It just wouldn't, you know? And this is my point. He doesn't know when to shut his frickin' pie hole.
Well, because he thinks he's gonna always win because he's had it over many people that have stayed silent and said it's not worth it. Well, hey, let me tell you, there, Stank. You're not the only one with Philippine muscle, and yeah, you gotta be careful where you tread. You keep
I,
saying like, "Oh, she thinks like I do." Dude, she doesn't. You are not anything like her. You are you, and she is her. And she is Filipina, which has all the rights in the world in the Philippines. And you will always be a visitor. You will always be someone that occupies fucking space. Remember that.
and Mick is saying, I heard many things that I will never repeat until Frank is far away from her and the children. I have held my tongue for a long time.
And
And
Mick,
you know,
thank you.
I
Yeah,
I believe you, Mick.
I respect that.
I
Yeah,
respect you, Mick, and I believe you, and I don't blame you.
yeah.
Right? It's just too bad that Gilda's so afraid of him, you know. And I tell you, he's very lucky. She's fears him because a lot of other Filipina gals would have thrown his ass to the curb Long
See,
time. Would have just
it,
chucked him right out the fucking door.
and I gotta tell you, I don't know if it's fear. I think it's she's smart, dude. She's like, I'm not gonna say shit because she doesn't have to. She just has to play the part until his demise. Because I gotta tell you, if he ever did, which he won't, listen, it's the same guy that pulls out a phone to everybody he talks about and says, "Go ahead, go ahead. I'm broke. I need to put a case on you." I'm pretty sure the partner would never do anything. The caretaker would be a call her husband and say, "Hey," and her brother, remember the big gangster,
I'll be
will
right
come.
back, Nico.
Okay, the big gangster will come and help her. Let me tell you something. One thing that Stank is not worried about is ever doing anything to his caretaker. She can take care of her own. She's been doing really good so far. And you know what, Mick? I'm like you. I look at the situation, and she was such a sweet person. I can't say much after that because I don't know, but had a great conversation with Maria Mick. She was sweet, but Gilda is very, very smart. She knows what is going on. She knows, and many of you guys, and I'm sorry to say, because Popeye should have been on the show right now, but I'm going to tell you something that many people do not uh, admit. And Filipinas will put up with so much shit just so they can provide themselves and their offspring many things. And we may not want to see that. And it's not in every friggin' category. But if you're going to sit here and tell me, you can if you want. We can disagree. If Mick says, no, Nico, I don't see that. I disagree with Popeye, even on the show. I will tell you, she will put up with anything for her kid's future. And you know what? At the end, you will mean nothing. There is a small percentage that you, as a foreigner, will mean anything to your Filipina. She will uphold her culture, her Filipino, even though he may leave her fatherless to her children. She will uphold all of that for the future of her children. You know why? Because you will be insignificant. You will be. You're only significant to the offspring that you give her. So you can sit here and deny it, and that's fine. And I'm not saying anything bad about his partner or his caretaker, because she knows I could have said anything to her, and I said, "You seem like a really good person. You know, it's great to meet you. No question." But if you want to all be honestly, the only ones getting fooled are the foreigners, thinking that they play a part in the Philippine fucking genre, in the Philippine culture, in the Philippine Islands. You are a means to their end. So you can sit here and say that. Now I'm not angry, but Mick is, and I'm not involving Mick, but Mick said it perfectly. You know, 100%. You're a fool if you think that these women don't know what the fuck they're doing. That woman is the smartest out of that whole caretaker thing. She's smart. So we're not going to crucify her for being smart, because you know what? If if we laugh at him, I can imagine what all these Filipinos do behind his back. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, guys, we are all a piece of the puzzle. Trust me. I have been there, and many things that Papa used to say, and I've even talked to Mick. I mean, not like this, but we talk. And I've talked to many people, foreigners, and I hear a lot of what they say, and the high percentage will tell you, if you think this woman is not 10 steps ahead of you, you're a fucking idiot. Not all. There are many foreigners that have gotten a good Filipino, that have detached themselves, have made their future, their children. But you know what happens after you're dead and gone? They go looking for their roots. And guess where they go? Back to the Philippines. So this is a never-ending cycle. I'm just letting you know. Do I think it's an arrangement? More than I think of an arrangement. I think it's more than that. Very smart woman. And you know what? She deserves everything she gets. So at the end, it's If he gets what he deserves, great. If he don't, it stresses him out, and that makes us all feel even better. Scott Del Fuego in the house and Pollo Loco in the house, and then
You
you
know,
got
and
me too.
I believe Mick Fisher. He says Gilda is very sharp, and she's nobody's fool.
Oh no, she's not. She's not 100%. She's very
Gilda
smart.
was kind, and her children seemed happy and very well adjusted. The only thing that stood out from that group was Frank.
Mick, thank you very much. Because when I was in that situation, she was the sweetest thing in the world. And the fucking sore thumb, you can see it. And you can see it in her videos. You can see it in his videos. Bro, it's 100% what he says. He's the sore thumb. He is the one that sticks out. You know, what is that old song, Popeye? One of these things, dude, it's a Sesame Street all the way. One of the pieces don't belong. They accept it, but it doesn't belong. She knows her time is limited, so later she will have a house. Flying circus, they will bite their tongue. They will fight tooth and nail to protect what she holds dear. And then when they all leave, what is held dear and to the closest to their heart is the property.
And dude, I tell you, this is what it all boils down.
Oh, Popeye, hold on. You're gonna love this dude. Oh, Jesus. I don't know how this is gonna turn out, but I'm gonna be fair. Popeye, your favorite, your sweet little cherry, Maldita. Hello, Maldita. How are you? Let's see if she comes on. That is your little Maldita, Popeye.
Oh, like I was gonna say, this is how I look at the whole situation. I look at Big Shot Travel, fucking Bravis, Jay, the Hobgoblin, and Frank. They all have one thing in common. They're all fucking scammers. They're all dirt balls. 90% of them are, Social Security dependent or SSDI dependent. And they all have this little cute dream of making money on YouTube. And the only one really doing it is Ricky. Because Ricky is a fucking bully. Okay. And I'll tell you, when I was picking on Ricky, his revenue went down. And when his revenue went down from YouTube, who was he talking about all the time? Popeye, Popeye, Popeye. Dude, he was throwing me copyright takedown strikes. He was trying to community strike my shit. He was just one pissed off motherfucker. But if you notice, I don't pick on Ricky anymore. I say something in passing. I don't do Popeye 1 shorts on him anymore. Because he has the same problem as the rest of them. Okay. And Mick coined this phrase for me. They all have paper tissue assholes. Okay. Simple as that. And they're all untrustworthy. They all turn on each other at certain points, and they get back together. They're friends and things hunky dory. Then they turn on each other again. I wonder if Frank will tell me to go fuck myself when I find him hiding in Bali.
Well, I mean, the toughest part, Popeye, is for anybody to admit the truth. You know what I mean? He keeps cracking down on you haven't been there and Ricky this and that. Bro, everybody's getting more ass than you're getting in 1 year. They're getting it in a day. Is that
Uh,
that's the thing. He degrading is what he thinks he does best, and he
I
doesn't.
want everybody to do me one favor, okay? And I think you can all do this. When Frank gets kicked out and he does his first show from wherever he lands, just make sure you tell him he's no longer in the Philippines. You have no right to talk about Philippines. You don't know what you're talking about. Okay? That's the only favor I will ask of my listeners and Nico's listeners. Okay?
Well, and the sad part is, no matter what you tell them, Mick's a liar. That's not what happened, Nico. Listen, we're not here. Trust me, guys. We're not here to get your fucking approval. We're not here to get your views. If you're gonna hear shit, at least hear shit that's fucking true. And if you notice, me and Mick, we're not trying to say much because we respect the fact that they had their own conversation. But I can tell you that Filipino will eat another Filipino fucking alive. And when me and Mick share certain things, it's because some of these, hey, what's going on, Steve? Some of these conversations, they hear it and they're like, that's not what was said. And some Filipinas feel pride in saying the truth, and some Filipino will be
Dude,
saying
it's
it.
like that. It's like that day. I was up here on your channel. I was talking to Maria,
Yep.
and I asked her some very blunt questions. Like one of the questions was, everybody's laughing their ass off. Does Frank have that old people smell? Okay.
Yeah.
And I could tell just by the way she was answering it.
Mhm.
She was dancing all around.
Well, she told me later. Like she told me later.
Oh, don't say
I
that.
can't answer that. You
Don't
know.
say don't say that. I just try to make a point here, right?
Yeah.
It's not that she can't, she won't. Okay?
Well. Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Not that she can't, she won't. Okay.
Yeah.
And I was just laughing my ass off, and I was making her laugh, and it was a fun time. And it really got Frank upset. So it was a twofer, okay? Oh.
Oh God, you can keep them. You can keep them if there's any way to rehabilitate them. Shit. And you know what the crazy part is, Popeye? Now you're reading what Mick Fisher's saying, and it really is extremely close, if not identical, to what I was telling you. And I haven't said, me and Mick haven't said much. We just keep it silent. Certain things will feed. He had a different experience. Stank, some things. You always keep saying I would have more respect for Ricky for this. I would have more respect for Bama or Brevis or Mick or
Yeah, but
bro.
see, I got a good handle on it all, and I understand what you do and what Mick does. And see, that's what drives Frank crazy, because like I'm not gonna betray good people's confidence. I'm just not gonna do that.
Yeah.
It's not in my blood. I'm not Aloe de Winter, okay? My boy Aloe will dime you out quicker than you can
Well,
say
see,
it.
I'm
I
see,
jive in a Phobes Haven Graven.
I mean, I'm glad. Like I said, I'm glad you are 100%. See, Popeye is very honest. So see, and me, Stank, I honestly, I am not that nice, man. You keep saying, bro, I honestly hope you fucking die, bro. I hope you end up on a slab of steel and your caretaker gets every fucking thing, because guys like you have spent your life lying and fucking jumping over everything you say, and then you hate people like Popeye and fucking replay because they simulcast your shit. I have nothing fucking good to say. I tried that day on the ferry to be the better person, and you still fucking shit on everybody. Fucking just die or shut the fuck up. And if you don't, you're not affecting us, dude. It doesn't affect me either way, dude. But if you fucking die, I can tell you 100%. Like you say to everybody, you ain't nobody fucking shedding a tear. Ain't nobody gonna fucking miss you. So don't attack everybody else for what I say. Just fucking die, dude. People like you should not even have a fucking platform. You shouldn't even have a fucking voice. You shouldn't even have anything to fucking even try to say and educate anybody. Because you gotta be fucking educated and live a certain fucking role or a life to fucking educate anybody. The only thing you have gone through fucking life is manipulation and fucking lies. You know what I mean? Stop telling us how I was really close to my brother. He died, dude. I'm a month later, you fucking heard from somebody else. You know, stop getting jealous of what everybody else fucking has. All right? Stop, because that's exactly what it is.
Have
It's
you
fucking
had this guy on
it's
your
jealousy,
channel?
dude.
Have you had this guy on your channel before?
No, but you can get it. You can get him out of there. I'll get him out.
Oh no,
I mean, you can if you want. I mean, he's not saying anything bad.
no. I'm just curious if he's
No,
been
this is
here
somebody
before.
new. No, this is
Uh,
somebody new.
yeah,
Yeah.
I just curious. I
Oh,
mean, because he brings up a good point. I mean,
oh, go ahead.
this guy has respect for his own religion.
Oh, I like that.
He's a true believer of his own religion, and I respect that. And Frank respects nobody's religion. I've heard him down Catholics. I've heard him down Allah. Uh, and dude,
Anybody that believes anything
anybody
higher than
believes
stank,
has any religious faith
yeah,
whatsoever,
it
he's
doesn't
just
involve stank.
slams them. You
Yeah, he
know.
slams them.
Oh,
You know,
I mean, the guy is the guy. Like, let me read his comment. There are servants of the true one that will hold this red-headed blasphemer accountable. May Allah be praised. Okay.
mhm.
So the guy has respect for his own religion. He's a believer. I am the only thing I can say to him. Good for you. You know, because everybody who has a faith, whether it's Christian, Muslim, uh, the Jewish faith, I respect them all. Okay, and the last thing you should be doing is downing any religion, period. Right? Because we're all, but you know, we're all going to find out when we take our last breath, aren't
Yeah. And you know what? A guy like Stank will be like, that's exactly what he'll do.
we? He's even for, yeah. And I never, you know, I've had some extensive conversations with Mr. Fisher, and none of them have been about the Christian faith or the Catholic faith, really. He never come off to me as a guy who could be coined as a Bible thumper. He just comes off as a nice guy, you know.
Well, I thought friggin' not thought, let me rephrase that. I knew Stank was an atheist to begin with. And Mick, I thought he wasn't too far behind. I thought he was very kind of like evilish, like kind of like he has his own religion. I mean, I saw him worshiping in the bathroom some Buddha dolls or something. I don't know what he was doing. And I said, "Hey, Mick, is that? Oh, those are just little statues that I pick up in my travels, and I pray to them like."
I
Oh,
mean,
okay.
to me, Frank has the hallmarks of a true left-wing liberal. He hates any kind of religion.
Oh,
Right?
anything that speaks the truth.
He has TDS. Okay. And for those who are behind the power curve, that means Trump derangement syndrome.
Trump deranged syndrome.
All right. And dude, I don't get it.
No,
I don't get it. I don't get those left wing liberals. I really don't. I don't get them. Uh, I mean, because if you believe in nothing,
Yeah.
why would you bother asking me for your vote? Or why would I mean, Frank believes in nothing. He's come right out and said he's his own God.
I'm my own God.
He's my own religion. The I am not paraphrasing. That is quoting Frank.
Mhm.
Okay, so if any left wing nut job, especially one that is going for office, why would I vote for anybody like that that believes in nothing? Why would I believe a guy like Frank who believes in nothing and thinks he's his own God?
Well, he'll
Why?
eventually believe in
I
something.
mean, help me out with this. Am I speaking common sense or am I
Oh, you're
being an
speaking
asshole?
100%. It's it's
You know?
it's again, it's very contradicting what he says. Well, how do you believe in this and not believe in that? Because it's beneficial when they believe in it.
Yeah.
Okay. When he ends up holding, if he's that lucky, he ends up holding someone's hand at the end while he's taking his last few breaths. The last thing he's gonna fucking talk about is fucking Bama and fucking YouTube and how much I hate Popeye. He's gonna be like, I wish I could. Oh
I
Lord,
mean,
Lord,
heavy
do I
is
hold it?
heavy is the head for those who wear the crown. And please, somebody take it away from me. Somebody becomes, number one in Frank's eyes for hate, please. you know.
See, that's another thing. For some unseen reason, he really thinks that when we say something, that we're the ones unhappy. Like, oh, they're up, bro. We're not unhappy. It's just you got to listen to your own shit and understand how fucked up you really sound. Like you really, if you never took in the opportunity. Now, if you've heard all your comments and shows, and you think that's fucking normal, then you need to like find out what or re-educate yourself on what the
I
real
think
definition
Flying,
of
Flying Circus just said it best. I think
yeah.
Frank is full of hurt from youth till now.
Well, Circus, I said that to Popeye and X Fact. I said he's a walking fucking scar. He figures if he can throw it
Who
on
was that?
anybody.
Who was that? X-Men?
I did not ask him his name. I know he was his name was X Fact. He was on the show with us. I said that, Flying Circus.
No, I'm asking you, do you know who he is?
Do I know? No, I know who he is in the chat, which I won't say. Uh, other handles, as per se, but who he is personally, I don't know. Me,
Alright.
I said it before. Stank is a walking fucking scar. If he can scar you to make himself feel good, no. I can tell you right now, he's not gonna. He only feels good when he's scarring you. When he yells or screams at somebody, that's what makes him feel good.
I I think he was the kid that was stuffed in the locker in high school. I believe they flew his underwear up on the flagpole.
They took his fucking sneakers and threw him on the fucking
Yeah, on the
on
the
the fucking
telephone
light
pole wires.
street light. Yeah,
Yeah. And I tell you, when you get picked on that much, and it's really good that he's never had the physical ability or mental acuity to actually become a serial killer, because dude, when you got that much rage and hate in you and you have no empathy for anyone, that's what happens, right?
well, I'm glad you said that because that's another thing that I want to bite in the ass right now is all that rage and all that hatred and all that shit that he has for you and many of us in his gut that he verbalizes. Stank, I'm gonna give you some advice. Instead of calling other people, uh what's that word that he used what you had when you did the video? Oh, cowards. Let me tell you something, Stank. You are the definition of coward, and I will tell you why. You have said many things what people should have done, and you were the first ones to talk about everybody when excuse me, before you met them, and you did nothing. I will get Bama, and I'll get him. And then when you saw him at the restaurant, uh, you did nothing. I will get all these guys, and if I could get them, and then the first thing you did was pull out a camera. So you are the definition of coward. Stop telling people, people don't care, Stank, that you're 70 because you obviously weren't man enough to do anything at 40, 50, 60, and now 70. Stop talking this big game that you do. And instead of pulling out a camera, do something. We'll try this like you say it on us. We would have more respect for you, Stank, which I care less either way. But we would have respect for you, Stank, if you actually were a man of your word and kept your caretaker at home and told somebody, hey, I'll meet you at freaking Cologne. I'll meet you at Mango. I'll meet you at IT Park. I'll meet you in this place and actually do something. Stop talking this big game. You couldn't have a slap from the wind hold you up. Trust
But
me.
I agree with Mick. He's saying his psychopathy was more than likely developed
Mm,
very early in life. I agree.
100%.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
and you're not gonna get. And he's now 70. You're definitely not gonna get him to fucking
Oh
change
no,
that
and God
damn
forbid
shit.
if you guys said the wrong thing and he got you guys in the corner, you don't know what he'd do. Hoo ha, hoo ha. Yeah, okay. Get the fuck out of here. You ain't doing a fucking thing by saying, hey, caretaker, call the wrong guy. That's what you're gonna do. Get the fuck out of here. You ain't doing a fucking thing but talk your shit and hope somebody says something. And then you can come out and do a video at 4:30 in the morning, Mr. I have a life and I don't take all these meds, the fuck out of here. You're 2 steps away from either dying from benzos or overdosing on your medication, or 2 steps away from fucking not getting enough sleep because you fucking spend half your life on fucking YouTube and social media, and you're deprived of fucking really good shit at 70 fucking years old. Leave
And
that shit alone, dude.
you know what I really laugh at? He hates people that take the high road. Okay. Now, when Fazio died, I took the high road, right? Because the man is dead.
Mm.
The man cannot defend himself any longer. And there's definitely nobody around to really defend him, right? Flying Circus, that was his buddy. Uh,
Ooh. Oh, we'll get to that after.
you know, and I just like, wow. And even to this day, he still has something to say about Fazio. And then a guy that never did a damn thing to him, a guy that actually served his country, made his mark on life, passed, good man, Edward Lippett.
Yeah.
I, dude, I I had great respect for Edward Lippett, and I also had some respect for Fazio, and I was adult enough to know where Fazio was coming from. And I'm also adult enough to know when somebody dies, whether you like them or not, you take the fucking high road. I I took the high road with JW, could stand that guy. But I didn't come up and slam the shit out of him every chance I could. No, he's gone. That's it. It's over. Okay. And this guy literally hates it when somebody takes the high road. Because I'll tell you why. Once you take the high road, very difficult for anybody to slam you. Okay? It is. Very difficult for anybody to slam you or talk shit about you.
Oh, I'm screwed. That's why I'm
And,
staying quiet on this one.
but yet this guy persists. He persists in slamming Fazio, slamming Ed Lippert, hating the fucking whole world. I hope everybody dies. But the minute you come up on a live stream and you open one up for some hyperbole, like me and Nico did, and wished him on a fucking metal slab or a concrete slab, he gets all perturbed. His paper tissue asshole breaks. You know what I mean? But it's, again, rules for thee, but not for me. Okay, that's his mantra.
Me, I had to be silent, guys, because Popeye was talking about something that I'm very for. But the only thing I'm not for, I'm for really good people, and I should, I can't say that one person shouldn't say this about another, because I can't say really good things about one person and then say, well, I don't think. No, I think guys like Stank should just fucking die. I'm telling you, I have never stuck behind anything else. And this is like something that I will never stop saying, because it's the toxicity. Listen, are we toxic? Fucking right we are. Listen, Stank, we're not sitting here fucking being fucking kumbaya. We're just as bad as anybody else, but we're fucking truthful. We don't sit here and fucking say anything that is not fucking true. All right? One thing that we don't do, we're real fucking men, dude. We fucking say shit. And we use 99% of what we say, a lot of what you say. So either you're a fucking liar, which you are, because I'm not fucking backing off of that shit. You're a fucking liar, and you like to invent, and you like to fucking construct shit that makes you fucking feel like you're fucking the man, because it sounds good on fucking YouTube. All right? Or we're liars. We're not fucking liars. So that makes you a fucking liar. And me? Just fucking die, dude. Just fucking die. Let her fucking get the house. Just fucking stop pretending that you're so good with this and so good with that. Because if you were so good, that's what you would be working on a daily fucking basis. Hey, guys, check this out. See, what I do is what you fucking copy. You will say no, and that's fine. But look at all your videos. My dog, Shiva, your dog died. Oh, wait, you got a second dog. Okay. My relationship with my daughter, your non-existent relationship with yours, but you try to make everybody else yours. Look at this, look at that, because when you gave it away, I'm going to tell you something. When you gave it away, that video that I saw when you were trying to convince your caretaker to shut her fucking mouth because you wanted to hear from the children about their fucking menu. And she literally was trying to tell you that she placed the order, but you were so fucking busy trying to play the fucking part, which a part you'll never be a part of because you never were a part of it when it was made. So you're just a fucking leftover. And she told you, I placed the order. And then you look like a fucking idiot, which you fucking look like an idiot all the fucking time. And she told you, I placed you. Also, they don't know. Stank, you're in fucking Philippines. Grow the fuck up and learn the fucking culture. Or shut the fuck up.
Dude, that's kind of wasteful. I'll tell you why. Because he's being deported.
Well, the thing is, that's the thing that people never, the little things that people don't see, Popeye, is because there'll be many like him out there. And he's mad Because, well, what did they order? Bro, what the fuck do you care? Oh, wait. You felt like you were paying for it. So you
Dude,
can tell
any
everybody.
normal human being
Exactly.
would turn around and say, "Do the kids got what they want?"
Yeah. Well, did the kids order what they needed? Everything's
Yeah.
okay? All right. Thank
No,
you.
but
cookie.
he is such
Yeah.
a
Thank you,
fucking
caretaker. Thank you.
he is such a fucking cheap
He's a
Charlie.
control freak, bro. He acts like if he does it on
He's a cheap
YouTube,
Charlie. He wants to know, well, what's
Yeah.
this gonna cost me now?
you know, well, I'm gonna show everybody how much control I have. Get the fuck out of here, dude.
Dude,
Just sit
when
on
I
your-
took my kids to a restaurant, the bill was not my fucking concern. Here were my concerns. You guys got what you wanted. You happy? Does it taste good? All right, cool beans. And then we'd all go on shooting the shit, enjoying our meal. Whenever I was in Philippines, and I took my Padre Co's kids to the base to eat in the Top of the Mark Club, because they've never had American style food.
Yeah.
First thing I ask them, man, you guys got what you want. Da, 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 da. And what was so funny, my Parico's daughter, she says to me, "Oh, Kuya, this is so expensive."
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And here's what she thought was expensive. Okay. I got myself a club sandwich. They had these triple decker club sandwiches.
Hell yeah.
Oh God. And a fucking side of fries and a big old pitcher of iced tea. All right. And dude, it come out fresh. The toasted bread is still warm. And the bacon sizzling inside of it with the lettuce and tomato and the ham and the cheese. And I'm like, that place made the best club sandwiches I've ever had. And it cost me $4. And she's like, oh, Clea, that's so expensive.
Yeah. Dude, I know. Dude, I wanted calamari, and somebody that I was with Maria, they wanted calamari, but it was like $2.50 a kilo. Bro, when I eat calamari, bro, I was like, yo, give me like 2 kilos, man. Give me the biggest one you got. I went out and picked it. When they picked it, that bill came out to like 18 plus some other things that we got. It's like 2,400. That person was like, oh my God, I can spend 250. Dude, they gave me an explanation of what they can spend almost 300 pesos on. I was like, I'm inviting you. Take it. Nope. MJ the Flipper. ¿Cómo está, amigo? Que Dios te cuide, hombre. Bro,
what's up? Look what he says. What's up, fuckers? From one fucker to another. There, MJ. I'm doing all right.
I love what Pollo Loco says. He says, I can't. Your mods will hurt. They will attack him. I said, bro, Pollo, you're always, guys, listen. If it's somebody that I like, thank you for asking, Pollo Loco. But if you want to go, bro, go. I would tell you, go for it. And if they flag it, bro, they flag it. But we cool. Like, see, if people do it with people, like if Popeye does something and they flag me, let them flag me. I'm cool. I'm cool with Popeye. It's Steve. Anybody right now? Let me look real quick. Let me look. Except for, let me look. Nah, if y'all want to say something that you feel like, hey, I respect people, Nico's show. Right now, have fun. Just have some fun. They let them flag it. If they do,
so
we can work on it.
Check it out, Nico. After we had lunch, man, I spun off $20 in the slot machines.
And you got it all back.
No, not a fucking dime. Right? $20 down the hole. Right? and my body he's like, holy shit, Popeye. That's a lot of money, man. And to me, back then, $20. All right. I could take $20, go out on Magsaysay, cash it in. I could drink all night. Right? And I'm talking beer after San Miguel beer after San Miguel beer. And I could stop in one of the side streets and get me a fucking short time. Okay.
Well,
You like that, huh?
dude, I'm telling you, it's one of the things that we all talk about is how we don't get upset about things. And some people, man, I'm telling you, listen, if people would have just leave it alone, listen, the first thing that I'm telling you, and I'm pretty sure Mick did the same thing or something similar. Popeye, the first thing I said was, hey, listen, this is we're talking. I met you by chance. It's not a big deal. Let's leave it alone. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, move on. No, most of these guys, they think it's all about the views. It's okay. Nobody's gonna really say nothing. I can talk shit about Popeye. I can talk shit about Mick. I can talk shit about Nico, and people are gonna go in my corner. Wrong. You gotta understand. A lot of these guys, Popeye, what you do, and everybody here does. They all have a history. You can't turn me into shit because I have said that I'm not that fucking good from the beginning, man. I am not that great,
Check
but
it
I'm
out.
not that bad.
Check it out what Flying Circus says. I used to be bugged by Popeye. I asked Mike why you talked to him. I even did videos about Popeye. I know you did. Mike asked me why. I explained to him, and Mike said, just give him a chance. Chance now. A joke around with Popeye. Dude, I mean, I'm not everybody's cup of tea, right? Never have been, all right? But, dude, if you talk to me face to face, I'm actually a fucking human being who can reason and, come to an understanding.
Well,
I
I
mean,
will tell you.
look at me. I'm on this friggin' show. This is the lousiest fucking show in the
I
genre.
know,
And I'm
Jesus.
on this fucking show, all right?
Well, let me tell you, Del Fuego, fucking Roberto smoking barbecue is the shit. My daughters fucking love it, and their serving is the shit. They have a new location because of the flooding, and we cannot leave the other deported Latino besides me out of every genre because we are all hated for being so good fucking looking. But I gotta tell you, MJ's a lot younger, looks a lot slicker, looks a lot finer than me. So I gotta introduce you to the best looking Latino in fucking YouTube genre. You love to hate him, but MJ the Flipper. Oh, hey, that Papa is gonna love. Fuck you.
What's up, Primo?
What's up, man? What are you guys up to, bro?
Oh, just fucking around.
Another day in fucking paradise, man.
Yeah, man. Just here, man, at work, bud. So, yeah, working hard, man.
No more PI dreams for you, motherfucker. You go
Nah,
to
nah,
work.
man.
You go to work.
Yeah, putting in that overtime, man. What are you guys up to?
Well, I appreciate that you actually work and
Yeah,
are not fucking pissing my tax dollars up the wall by
yeah.
collecting SSDI like some assholes. That's right,
Yeah,
Flying
there's a lot
Circus.
of
I will grow on you.
yeah. Yeah, I've just been busy, man. Haven't been really catching up on the YouTube, man. I know I think you caught your stream the other day, Popeye with Frank. But
Uh-huh.
You're not
yeah,
missing out on anything, dude. It's all the same
nah,
shit.
I don't know, man.
You can come back, local, and be like, and just be. It's normal, dude. It's fun. It's fun to piss them off.
But
Yeah,
I'll tell you what, Primo. April 28th,
hmm?
okay? April 28th, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You got to be there fair and square for the 2-year anniversary of Locked Up Abroad Bamathon.
Right.
Dude, he's been saying
2
this shit for a
years, huh?
while, bro.
Gonna have that
He's been saying that
Bamathon
shit for a
stream.
while.
Yeah,
Dude,
I'm not much into the Bama thing no more, man. I know I didn't like him before. I still don't. I know he's still a piece of shit, but he's small potatoes, man. I gotta.
No,
I
dude,
gotta.
he's done. I mean, the Bamathon is just for laughs.
Yeah.
Bamathon is just for laughs.
Yeah.
That's it. Right?
Yeah.
There's nothing more to it, you know. Dude, are you in the basement?
No, he's working.
I'm in my brother's basement.
Oh,
you're
okay.
the brother.
Oh well, hey Popeye, don't say that
Hey,
too loud, because then you
I
got
I know what a
you
basement.
know a basement very well, so you got to be careful.
No, I'm working, man. See, look at those hard-working shoes, man. I'm working.
Hey, that's a good thing, man. You're working,
Yeah,
bro.
look at that.
I know where you can get a brand new fucking pair of work boots for free.
Oh, I'm gonna get me some Red Wings, man. I'm gonna get me some Red Wings.
Wings are good.
Ah,
I had some, man. When I used to live in North Dakota, I had Red Wings. I paid, man. How much did I pay for those? Like 500.
dude,
I
Like
have
five-
paid for a pair of Red
dude,
Wings.
come
I
on.
think
Do you
$375.
want the brand new pair or not?
Where do you get them?
All right, you just fly your ass over Philippines. Stop at Bantayan Island. Right? When Frank gets deported, go into his bedroom, look underneath the bed. You'll find them there. They got a little bit of dust on them, but they're good to fucking go. Those work boots have never been used. And you can also collect the basketball team. You can let's see, you can also have a house there ready made in to move into. You could take over paying the bill for Frank while he
Yeah.
fights all his pays his lawyer bills from whatever countries he's living in afterwards, man.
Uh-huh.
Uh,
Yeah.
I mean, dude, it's a deportation sale, okay? That's going on, man. Slightly used Filipina, basketball team, house included. Okay?
But
It's yours for the taking, Primo. I think
I
she'd
don't
like
know, man.
I think she'd like a nice young man. Oh, I forgot you're married. Okay.
Oh,
You're
Yeah.
married.
Hey, the Red Wings that I have, I actually got rid of them last year. MJ, there were the darker red ones. They come in black and many colors.
but you know
I
what?
had-
You could get those. Don't they give you like free repairs on those, or
yeah,
like
yeah, lifetime repairs. Yeah,
lifetime
yeah. I
repairs?
paid $375 for mine. I got them 15 years ago, and I got rid of them. I think last year to my boss. No, 2 years ago. 2 years ago, he's like, "Yo, I've got to get a pair of boots." I was like, "What size are you?" He says 11. I gave him my boots. My boots lasted over 10, let's just say 10 years to be safe. You're gonna make a good investment.
Yeah.
Best boots I ever had. Steel
Yeah.
toe, beautiful looking
Mick
boots.
says they're only a size 5, so you two guys are out of the running for that, man. We gotta find
No.
we gotta find a little guy, man.
No, Red Wings? No, no, no. I could
So who's
swim
this?
bigger.
I don't know. Last time I heard of the fucking Hobgoblin, he left a comment on one of my videos, and then he said that I am the Big Burr. Who in the fuck is the Big Burr?
I have no fucking
I
idea.
honestly no. I don't know what that is.
There's
No.
the Big Burr or some shit like that.
Yeah, you probably heard that on a rapping video.
Uh,
Yeah, brrr, and that probably
no. I
that's-
looked it up, and it's actually a Mexican dude, and he's in the Philippines, but he's like I don't know. He's weird, man. He's pretty.
Hold on. You got me looking right now. No, hey, they make them up to size 16 though. Filipino rapper. Hold on, you got me thinking though. Rapper. Brr. Hold on.
You gotta look it up. Big Burr, BRRR Philippines, and some
Okay.
weird guy comes up.
I'm looking up right now. All right. Images right here. Bro, you don't look nothing like this motherfucker, bro.
You know what I'm talking? What's
Yeah?
his shit? Yeah, it's.
I'm looking dead at him right now.
Oh, dude. That's one thing Barry and the other guy, Frank, have in common. They're both
Oh, big dog.
Both Archie bunkers, man. They think all Mexicans look
All
alike.
right, hold on, big dog, right?
They
Hold on.
they
Thank
think
thank
you all eat beans all the time.
Yeah.
You know,
Well, I heard this stupid fucking show today, man. Some dingbat fucking Filipinas, man. My gosh, and they were trying, and these are Filipino fucking women, and they were trying to tell us how they're more adequate and they clean their hands and they're more cleanly than Americans.
That's not gonna happen.
well, you know, now I gotta tell you this, okay? I can't blame them for saying that, and I'll tell you why.
Right.
Because I am looking at the bill of fare that goes over there, and dude, there's very few expats that I see that don't wear the uniform, the shorts, dirty t-shirt, flip flops. Okay.
You.
And I think they're running into a lot of Franks. They're running into a lot of hobgoblins, you know. And when you only have a small sample size, that's what happens. You just end up generalizing.
Yeah, hey, next time you get that kind of show, FJ, throw me a fucking link or throw me throw me the share it with me. Cause I gotta tell you, Popeye. Hold on. Let me help him out. Hold on.
I'm gonna get off this thing.
Está bien.
I'll be back, guys.
Está bien. Be safe, brother. The thing they do generalize, Popeye, because let me tell you, not one Filipino washed his fucking hands when he was taking the piss when I was there. And I was there, dude. I go to the bathroom a lot with my fucking baby wives, and not one wiped his hands. And when they're all sneezing and picking their nose at the table and stuff, they don't go up. Get up, bro. I even touch. If I scratch the back of my head, I get up and wash my hands. So the comparison is not even fucking there. Now, not all. I'm not generalizing.
You know,
I'm just telling you.
When I hear you talk like this, okay,
Mm.
I'm gonna try and put this gently.
Oh,
Okay.
Jesus. There ain't nothing gentle about you.
And I just see the estrogen level rising in you, right? And dude, you would make the ugliest tranny on earth. Okay?
I'm just saying. It's
look,
like,
listen,
why would you say
I
clean and
understand
no-
all that, but dude, there are some things you keep to yourself.
Oh hell no! I'm the cleanest bitch there is, man.
See what I mean? Nah, I just want
I'm the cleanest
I
bitch
just
there
wanna
is. I do
throw
my eyebrows, and Popeye hates it. I do
I
my
just want to throw some tea-back panties at you in a dress, you know.
dude. I get my eyebrow shades fucking sharp, man.
And you just keep going, man.
I mean, I get my
got-
ears
you-
fucking shaved because
I'm
of the
fucking
hair on your
tur-
ears.
I'm turning purple now.
I get my
okay?
ears and my inside my nose waxed. You're nuts, man. You gotta get that shit done, brah.
Dude.
So I can smell the shit around me.
Oh god.
Oh, this is just too good. Hey, listen, stop picking on my boy Bama.
I haven't picked on him. I really
no,
haven't.
listen, he hasn't done anything to me, so he's grade A. Now, Stank, dude, he hasn't graded yet. He's only grading in the freaking manure farm over there somewhere with the grass
The only
semi-growing.
reason why Bama ain't done shit to you is because that day you walked up to him, you flicked him in the neck, and then he took one look at you and he said, "Look at this piece of shit."
No, I just
He'll
never
stick
gave
his head between his arm and his chest and pop my head like a fucking walnut.
I have never given him a reason to say anything bad about me. We always talk, man. It's like, yo. He's like, yo. I was like, hey. He's like, hey. He's like, tell
Dude,
Popeye
you've
to shut
given
the
him
fuck
plenty
up.
of plenty of reason. He's just too stupid to see it.
Hey. We all have a different IQ. And be
Dude,
nice.
I'm not here to advocate for the mentally challenged, okay? So you could just shove that up your ass,
Leave him alone.
okay? I mean, if you're mentally challenged, get the fuck out of the live chat, please. All right. I
If you're
wanna have
ultra
things-
sensitive, fucking, you're in the wrong field.
If you've got a paper tissue, asshole, take
Yeah,
a walk.
100%. We can tell you that we don't fucking have any extra, or we don't have them in inventory.
And always remember, forewarned is forearmed.
Oh,
Oh,
all right. Well, I'm pretty sure, guys. Listen, if it was any other time, we wouldn't care. But I think Popeyes taught me one thing: sometimes you got to go when the going is good. We have done our share. Oh, guys, and if you believe this fucking, what is it, blackout shit? No, I told Popeye laughing today. There's no fucking
The
blackout.
only thing that's blacking out in Philippines right now is his fucking goddamn brain. Okay.
There's no, guys, he's not on live because he's out there trying to fight with his lawyer, trying to get, hey, we need to put up everything we can because we're not going back. Trust me, if he was anything in the plus, he would be live every chance he gets to explain himself and say how everybody else needs to shut up because nobody knows, and he does. Why do you think all of a sudden there's a blackout, Mr. I have the best internet, blah, blah, blah. Trust me, there's nothing happening. But the fact that his 18 Jewish lawyers are hard at work earning their money and more money that it cost him. But thank you, Popeye, for coming on. And I'm going to say thank you all for coming. MJ, thank you. I know you're helping out your brother and doing your thing over there. God bless. And yeah, thank you, Mick. And thank you, Mick, for sharing that. Trust me, it's always a big thing at the end. But yeah, I appreciate that. And Popeye, I'll give you the last word.
Frank, as polite as I can be, go fuck yourself and the horse you rode in on. And everybody in the live chat, it's been an honor. It's been a pleasure. You motherfuckers are great. What more could anybody ask for?
Bingo.
And God bless you all.
And hey, God bless America and God bless Donald Trump. Yeah. Yeah.
All right, I'm out of here.
Bye, guys. Take care. God bless everybody.